Front Row MMA here at Cage Warrior 60 with the winner of the fourth fight of the night, Aaron Blackwell. And Aaron, it was a really technical fight. How did you see it? You were in there. How did it feel being in there?
It was tough. Kris was a very, very tough guy. I was disappointed in myself, obviously, like I said, but I got to work for it, exercise a bit of warrior spirit and push through and learn a lot about myself in there, obviously, and that's why we do what we do.
You say you're disappointed, but you come off a win against a very, very tough opponent, and there's no, you won the fight. Where do you see the improvements that you want to make based on this performance?
Sure, first of all, I am proud of myself, of course. A win, you got to celebrate a win, right? But obviously, I'm always looking forward to improve myself as well. So going forward, working, just make sure I commit a bit more. That's all, really. I think the only thing I was tonight was a little bit hesitant. I think I gave him a bit too much respect. I've knocked out guys better than him, so I think I just kind of backed off a bit more when I should have been going forward. It's that simple, really.
Do you think there's any particular reason for that, or is it just, it's one of those days when it took you a little longer to get firing than perhaps others?
First 60 seconds, that's exactly what I wanted. First 60 seconds, I just let him in. I let him get a little bit of confidence, and then that gave him more and more confidence. So I had to then claw that back, and I had to dig in deep in myself to then prove to him that it was my world, not his. Even from up here, we could hear your corner. I mean, your corner are massive. How? Jesus, I almost think I just knocked the whole place down. What was it they were specifically saying to you, and how important was that advice because that third round, that was yours? Sure, yeah, the first and second, if I'm honest, I kind of went into Aaron Blackwell mode. I was just like back in the gym, I wasn't listening like I should have been, and that's like the worst thing a fighter can do. Third round was the opposite. Once the third round kicked in, I opened up, I could hear them, the tunnel vision went, and that's when I started to win because I knew what they were saying was right. It's just the first two rounds, for some reason, I was in instinct mode, and I needed to break free of that. By the third round, I did that.
Well, again, it's a win and a win against a tough opponent. Can we expect to see you fight again before the end of the year? Is that something that you'd like, or is it take a few days, chill out, and then reassess?
Yeah, I always take one fight at a time. So first off, chill out, then look at the next stage. Of course, I'm happy that I won on Cage Warriors. I'd love to fight on it again, but I like to assess each step and control my career and my path. So I don't know, we'll chill out for a couple of days, enjoy the win, then assess it, and then move forward from there.
I'm not asking you to call anybody out because I never think that's a media's place. But what's the type of opponent you'd like to test your skills in? And again, are there any names of people that's an exciting fight for me because I want to see how I stack up?
To be honest, I'm happy to fight anybody. I'll fight anybody on any show, I don't mind. I feel strong enough in my own abilities to do that. So for me, it's just about going on to the next fight and beating that guy, whatever he's not very good at, and using my MMA.
And Cage Warriors it's one of the big boys. It's big in Europe. How cool is it to fight here? And is it the ambition to make sure that you're back in a Cage Warriors event?
Well, first of all, it's great to be back on Cage Warriors, obviously, after a 4-year hiatus. Yeah. So it feels fantastic to win on, like you said, one of the big boys. At the end of the day, Cage Warriors is an amazing platform, so I'm just happy to be here and get the W.
I got to say, Aaron, it's phenomenal to watch a performance like that. It was technical. It showed an all-round skill base. It wasn't one thing or the other. I want to thank you ever so much for your time, but before we let you go, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout-out to, any sponsors you'd like to thank?
Yeah, sure. Obviously, my family, my friends, my coach, Rocky. I always have to dedicate my thank you to him, one of them at least. My sponsors, obviously, Force Salute are fantastic gear and great training sponsor.
Aaron, thank you so much for your time. We look forward to seeing you fight again, and well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.